Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the TFG Cricket Podcast. My name is Nikhil and with me is Vivek Krishnan. So, on Friday, ODI and T20 squad for England series has been out. You know, there are a lot of players we have looked at and we were confident enough that they will make into the squad. But there was one player, which just raised the eyebrow a bit. Yuvraj Singh, because of his Ranji success of more than 700 runs. Do you think he should have been in T20 and ODI squad?
No, I don't think so. And obviously I have my reasons to back it up.
Okay, right now we are getting a lot of tweets on hatred. Okay, Yuvraj Singh ko na bola.
But all the bias, hatred aside, simply being Nikhil, you cannot pick someone who has just not performed for India in the recent past.
He has been called up after 3 years.
Yes,
in ODI.
That's correct. Yes, 3 years he's not played ODI at all, and rightly so. If you look at some of his numbers, Nikhil, I think last 19 innings. He's
ODI
got
innings.
an ODI innings, that's correct. He's got an average under 20.
Okay.
And somebody who bats number 4, number 5, that's absolutely pathetic, man. For me, I'm not even talking about Yuvraj in the team today. My mind takes me back to those years. How could selectors, how could MS Dhoni or anybody think about Yuvraj as a potential match winner? Yes, he came into the team as a match winner. He has won us World Cups. Not denying any of that. But there comes a phase when some of your qualities starts dwindling. And that is what happened to Yuvraj for whatever reasons. Let's not get into all that. But you have to realize the situation. You cannot simply sit on your laurels and say, okay, I will only pick somebody for reputation. I will only pick somebody for records. That's absolutely incorrect. And we have seen how Yuvraj time and again has failed. Talk about T20 also. I think last 11 times he has played for India, he's not got a single score over 35.
Okay.
Can you believe this, Nikhil? You're talking about somebody
who can hit 6 sixes.
Yes, who can come in the 15th or 16th over also, still score about 40-50 in absolutely no time. So that was Yuvraj in his peak.
Yeah.
People have to realize, decisions in India, especially sporting decisions, majorly are driven by emotions, and that is why it comes back to hurt us.
But then you justify the inclusion of Kedar Jadhav over there.
Yes, I will come to Kedar and I will come to many others like Mandeep Singh and company. But let me finish with Yuvraj. The problem again is if somebody has got such bad numbers, what are you trying to tell me? If these bad numbers belong to somebody like Rohit Sharma, Mandeep Singh, Sanju Samson or anybody else, I would have said, yes, I'm going to build these guys as the future. Okay, if you are 20, 25, 28 or even 30, okay, and when I'm talking 30, I will come to Suresh Raina in a bit. You obviously back these players. Yuvraj already today, I think he's 34, 35. Do you see him as a long-term investment? The answer is no.
Yep.
And if you are only going to consider Yuvraj series to series, this is just a complete farce. Why are you doing that? So, apple to apple comparison. Why is Suresh Raina not in the ODI team? Why is he in the T20 team? Okay. The explanation by MSK Prasad was because Raina has not played too many ODI matches.
Yes.
He was picked in the New Zealand ODI series, the last ODI series we played against New Zealand. And he was benched and obviously unfortunately he fell ill. He had this viral fever. So are you telling me because he was ill and he didn't play, you're going to consider that and not give him another chance to prove himself? Okay. And if you're telling me the concern is the form, why is he in the T20s and not in the ODIs? If you're telling me Yuvraj has done very well in the Ranji Trophy, I agree lately. You look at Raina's scores, I think last week he scored 91 in the first innings and 91 in the second innings also. I mean, again, you're telling me that it's I don't know what is the logic.
So if Yuvraj is there, why not Suresh Raina?
Why not Suresh Raina? And then you talk about the next crop. Kedar Jadhav. Kedar Jadhav, I think it would have been highly unfair if he would have been omitted from the squad. He didn't do wonders with the bat against New Zealand. He was more of a part-timer. He scored 2 40s, I remember, and 2 crucial 40s. Yes, Kedar Jadhav, I don't know. There is a big question mark about his future. But talk about giving an extended run, I think he falls into that bracket. Okay. So is the case with Mandeep Singh. So is the case with Karun Nair.
Manish Pandey.
Manish Pandey, yes. Manish Pandey is fortunately in both the teams.
Yes.
But why not Karun Nair? Somebody who has got 300s, somebody who has scored a 100 just about a few weeks ago is not there in the ODI team. What's Karun Nair's age? 24, 25. He's got 10 years of cricket left in him. Is he not our future?
Yeah.
He is our future. So why is he not in the team? So these are the questions, tough questions have to be asked. Highly unfortunate. And, the situation we find ourselves time and again, the selectors don't feel accountable. And you look at this new selection panel, they haven't answered these questions. And it's baffling when you have somebody like MS. MS obviously has said, this is it, Virat, this is Anil Kumble, take it up. I don't know how much of a say MS Dhoni has had in this selection. But Anil Kumble, Virat Kohli, how can you completely ignore the next generation? And this is a step backward, Nikhil. It's like, as they say, India has started to accept old notes again.
Okay.
I mean, why do you keep going back to Yuvraj time and again? There is absolutely no need because the runs aren't there. The confidence is not there. And I'll also tell you one more thing. Even if he's despite being picked in this ODI and T20 team, I'm not too sure he'll find a place in the playing 11. Yeah. I'll tell you why. Ajinkya Rahane will open with Shikhar Dhawan. Again, Rohit Sharma misses out. Highly unfortunate. One down will be Virat Kohli. Then will be Manish Pandey, MS Dhoni. Then you have Ashwin, Jadeja. Then you have the 3 pacers.
Okay.
And 3 pacers can also include all-rounder in Hardik Pandya. Where is the place for Yuvraj Singh?
Yeah.
Where is the place for Yuvraj Singh?
So you're saying...
So if you're not... Okay, you might tell me 3-match series and India could lose. Okay? And when India are losing, I don't see Virat Kohli and Anil Kumble asking Yuvraj to come in. I don't think that is going to happen. If you are 100% sure, or even if you are uncertain that Yuvraj will not find a place in the playing 11, why is he there in the final 15? That is my question. When you know I'm not going to feature you in, I won't pick you. I'll follow something, I'll copy Australia's rule. I'll say if I feel only 13 players are capable of winning the series, I will only stick to 13. 14, 15 can go back to their respective cricket associations.
Yes.
That's it. This fukat ka chai pilana, flight mein leke jana, we should stop all this business. I know we are very rich, we have all the money, but as far as logistics, as far as administration, as far as logic is concerned, I think India is equivalent to Bangladesh. I mean, that's how we are thinking. Why do we need Yuvraj Singh? All the respect for Yuvraj, but I think the timing is just not correct.
So you're saying this because in ODIs, if you go by the probable 11, for one spot there will be Manish Pandey, Kedar Jadhav, Yuvraj Singh fighting for the... and in comparison of all these 3, Yuvraj Singh falls short.
Exactly, because like we discussed, Kedar Jadhav did reasonably well against New Zealand. It would be extremely unfair to go knock Manish's door and say, I'm so sorry boss, you will have to warm the bench. No, these guys are our future. Are you telling me 35-year-old... No, Kedar Jadhav, I'm saying when I'm talking about future, I'm not talking 5-6 years.
Okay.
I'm talking 2-3 years.
Okay.
We know how quickly players come and go. Manoj Tiwari is a classic example.
Okay.
Yeah. So there have been players, but I think you have to invest, Nikhil. The kind of persistence, the kind of faith we have shown in Yuvraj. And I think if we can replicate it, to the next generation, Indian cricket will stand in good stead.
So when you look at the pacers, Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Bumrah.
Yeah.
Okay, will make their place pretty solid.
Yes.
What about the third pacer? Will there be any third
I think Jasprit obviously is our number 1 pacer.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't open the bowling. But then there is a toss-up between, if Hardik is in the team, Nikhil, I think Hardik will play.
Okay.
Because he also gives you the option of batting. He's a bit of a pinch hitter who can float, in the batting order. Then there is a classic case of, do you need proper swing bowler in Bhuvneshwar Kumar or somebody who can bowl fast and pick wickets like Umesh Yadav? I think both will be in contention. And if I have to pick a bowler now, I would pick Bhuvneshwar just a bit ahead of Umesh Yadav.
Okay.
Yeah. But let's not be surprised. Like we saw in this ODI series against New Zealand, Yadav ended up playing all the matches.
But when
and because Virat Kohli likes Umesh Yadav for whatever reason, he even liked Varun Aaron, because these guys give you aggression, and as a captain I need aggression from bowlers. So
okay,
fair call.
Okay. So were you surprised in the T20 squad that Chahal was picked over Mishra?
I'll tell you why. Not because I'm an Amit Mishra fan or anything. If you look at the numbers, okay. Now you talk about T20 internationals, people often compare bowlers with IPL numbers, which is wrong, Nikhil. IPL at the end of the day is a domestic tournament.
Yeah.
Okay. Although you're playing against marquee international players, that's all fine. But this was for my own understanding and for my own knowledge. I looked into some numbers and I realized the last 2 or 3 matches Yuzvendra Chahal played, I think the only 2-3 matches he played was against Zimbabwe, when MS Dhoni led a young team where all these guys were, I think Faiz Fazal, Mandeep Singh, Sanju Samson, all these guys were given a run and he was there. And I think he picked up 2 wickets in 3 matches. I think he went for about 7.58 in an over. Then there was a classic case of Amit Mishra. The last time he bowled for India in a T20 international was against the West Indies in the US. Picked up 3 wickets. And this was that match when that even Lewis match, we got clobbered in the first game. We had to level the series. Unfortunately, it rained and it cost us the match. MS Dhoni realized his mistake of not picking Amit Mishra in the first game, picked him in the second. Amit Mishra responded by picking up 3 wickets. Just goes to show the class, the value that he's going to bring to the team.
But then
suddenly, and then there was a 5-wicket haul against New Zealand. He was, I think, the bowler of the series against New Zealand. Yes, he was benched in the test series because you have Jayant Yadav, you have Ashwin, you have Jadeja. But you're coming back to the limited overs format. You're coming back to one-day cricket and T20 and 50 and T20. Suddenly you're telling me, okay, I'm going to omit Amit Mishra. You pick him in the ODIs, you don't pick him in the T20s. What is the logic? What is the logic?
But then your logic of banking on youngsters
I'll tell you.
doesn't count here.
Yes, I'll tell you. I'll come to that. So Yuzvendra Chahal, is he our future? I don't know. Age is on his side. But if he was our future, Nikhil, you would have given him an extended run. You wouldn't have told him, I will pick you only when you go to Zimbabwe. I will ignore you for the next 6 to 7 months. And then I will see what is to be done with you.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm going to pick you, I need to pick you on numbers. Go back, look at some Ranji numbers. If you tell me it is outstanding, tomorrow onwards I'm not going to talk anything about it. They are not. So there has to be a logical explanation.
That's why Jayant Yadav was in the squad.
Exactly. There has to be a logical explanation somewhere. Jayant Yadav was in the team. He's not there in the team. So this shuffling of cards, you're playing a rummy tournament chal raha hai kya? Ye card chahiye, wo fek do. Doesn't make sense at all. So I think the selectors have to be consistent to a large extent. And I think Amit Mishra once again has got a raw deal. I would be very happy if Yuzvendra Chahal goes ahead and performs. But there has to be a way, you have to have a organized way, consistent manner of picking players. You cannot say, okay, just because I don't believe in you for whatever reason, for whatever bias, or you have to carry a facade of, we are investing in the future. No, boss. Be consistent, whatever you are doing.
Okay, there's one future player that we are looking at is Rishabh Pant.
Tremendous, man. I'm so happy this 19-year-old boy is in the team. Obviously, we know 300 in the Ranji Trophy tournament, and then I think he got a 48 ball or 52 ball 100.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
I think
At
that set the tone, and yes, he deserves his place. He was a hero in the Under-19 World Cup also. He's a wicketkeeper batsman, and a few days back, Nikhil, I think he scored about, it was not a half century, but I think he tonked 5 sixes at DY Patil. I think the tournament was on Friday or Saturday, and this was after the selection, and suddenly everybody started noticing, oh boss, and today I think everybody will be scared. Yes, he's a 19-year-old boy, but somebody who's hitting so much, somebody who's got all the momentum going, and this is where I feel he should play all 3 matches. What is the point of picking a 19-year-old boy? And sure, he'll be like completely in awe of MS, Virat Kohli and others, but if you don't field him in now, if you don't throw him into the deep sea, tell him swim or just drown, how will we develop our future? How will the youngsters learn? No point. in asking him to supply drinks to the elder statesman. There is no point. So I seriously feel it's a fantastic selection.
But he'll come in as a batsman.
He will come in as a batsman, obviously, because MS will be donning the gloves. And like we said this time and again, there is no
Any chance of MS not donning the gloves?
I don't think so, Nikhil. I don't think so. But again, Virat Kohli is a thinking cricketer. He's a thinking captain. He could just tell, I read in one of the interviews, he said, I want Dhoni to enjoy the final phase of his career, and that could be the best phase of his career, because for me, I want to see the same swashbuckling MS Dhoni who tore cricketing attacks apart, 183, 170, 150, whatever. And if that Dhoni, if Virat Kohli gives Dhoni the license, boss, I don't care you gave me 5 zeros, but 180 will win me something huge. Go out and blast the opposition. You, me, everybody is going to be extremely delighted. We are going to be super happy. And if that happens, he could also say, I'm not going to allow you to don the gloves, because I'm going to take that responsibility also away. Because somebody is also getting ready. I don't know if it is Kedar Jadhav. I don't know if it is Rishabh Pant. I don't know if it is Sanju Samson or Naman Oja. So we'll have to wait and see. But this is a very good thought, Nikhil. The fact that Dhoni might not keep is very, very exciting. And if it has to start somewhere, Nikhil, I feel it has to start in the T20 series against England. If that happens, wonderful. But courageous selection, and kudos to the selectors for roping Rishabh Pant in.
Okay, guys, let us know what you think about all the selection process. Let us know your thoughts on Yuvraj Singh inclusion. You can read all our articles on Indian cricket on thefangarage.com. You can follow us on The Fan Garage on Facebook and Twitter. You can listen to our podcast on IndusVox Media, Audio Boom, iTunes and YouTube. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.
Our podcasts bring all the boys to the yard, and damn right, they're better than yours. But you don't need to stand outside in the yard. Just follow IVM Podcasts on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We might be on Tinder too. Just go ahead and swipe right.